Hello and welcome everyone to Pandorastarot. Are the readings for the month of June 2016. Welcome everyone. This is a little introduction that you will see in all the videos, so I don't have to repeat myself. As I always say, remember to check your rising sign and your moon sign, because that will give you more information on the energies that are available to you throughout the month, and what is it that perhaps you want to avoid, or the things that you won't be able to avoid, but it's a good thing that you're aware of. You're going to be aware that they're going to happen. So of course, these are our general readings, so if you would like a private consultation with me, you can write at pandorastarot@gmail.com. Send me an email. The address is in the box below this video, so you can just copy paste from there, so you won't have any kind of mistake. And of course, also, as I always say, thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for sharing and liking and subscribing, and thank you for commenting. I really love the energy of the community of Pandora's Tarot, and the actual community of people that has formed around these little videos that I put out every single month. So thank you so much. And okay, now we'll go on to your readings. Hello again, Aquarius. Okay, let's just jump into the reading, because we have a lot, okay, in this month. We have two positions where they actually came out two cards together, so it looks like it's a month with a lot of things. Okay, we have, interestingly enough, in the challenge position, 2 threes. So we have 3 of coins and 3 of wands, right? So before we talk of each card, 3 is the number of creation, as in man plus woman equals a baby, so it's 3, right? So aside from this very basic interpretation, 3 is the number of creation. Now the 3 of Pentacles represents working as a team, okay, working with other people side by side, and it is about planning and really laying out the foundations and the ground for you to build something that will sustain throughout the pass of time. Okay, so that we have a group of people, and they each bring their own knowledge, okay, their wisdom, and along with that it came up the 3 of wands that represents looking at different options. It also different paths to achieve something. It also represents expanding your horizons, and it has also the image, that feeling of being certain that your dreams are almost there, that you can actually see them. You can't just touch them yet, but they're there. You see them. It's going to happen. So, and this very interesting combination of cards, and I just realized 3 plus 3 is 6, and we're talking about the 6th month in the year, so that's like a really great meaning. But like I said before, these 2 cards in combination talk about, well, first of all, it's June. It's a month for you to create, work with a team and create alongside other people. If you have been working on your own, it's time to team up with other people, and this will expand your expectations, expand your horizons. It will allow you to perhaps see things much more clearly. It will allow you to even regain a bit of hope, to see that your dreams are actually capable of, they're doable, that's what I mean. And perhaps through this group of people, you also realize that there are new ways you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, and you start to contemplate these different options. Now, this comes along the thing that you need to make decisions. With all of these new options, you are being put at a crossroad, I believe, because we have the 2 of Swords in the center of the reading, and the 2 of Swords represents, like I said, a crossroad, a standstill, a moment where we are you know, we can make a decision, and the swords represent our mind, but the moon and the water represent our feelings. So it's almost like our head and our heart are disconnected, and this is why we can make a decision. Okay, so this is especially for you, Aquarius, and you're so forward thinking and you're so much in your head. I believe that if this manifests to you in a way that you can't, you have to make a decision and you can't, really look into yourself and try to reconnect with your heart. Okay, don't go through so much through the logic of what is it that I'm going to choose. Really ask yourself, ask your heart, what is it that it wants, because that's the best answer always, you know, because you're going to leave with that answer, with whatever it is that you choose. So we have this crossroads at the middle of the reading. You have to choose between at least two options. I think there are going to be more, because of all of these threes. I mean, it has to be more than just two. But again, you will go through a moment where you go like, I don't know what to do. I can't, you know, I can't read my way out of a paperback. So keep that in mind. It has to do with your disconnection, inner disconnection, not so much with the exterior options. Now, in the position of things you won't be able to change, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is a card that talks about power, of course, someone who makes decisions and he is used to not being questioned about it. This is someone who has the capacity to, you know, use his experience to make decisions. He can be a benevolent type of leader. This is another thing. I think perhaps at some point you might be trying to not be a leader inside this team, and it will come a moment when you will have to really take on the role. I think you're going to have to really take charge of it. And like I said, I just realized, I said, well, this is someone who makes decisions and he just can't avoid it. And I think making a decision from a place of power, it's something you won't be able to avoid. Okay, for some reason it's something you have been avoiding, but the month of June, I mean, if you want to move forward, you're going to have to choose, plain and simple. And you have, you know, it's very interesting because you have the Emperor and the things you won't be able to change, right? This is a very earthly type of figure, someone very grounded, someone very much connected with reality. And yet in the help, you have the Magician. This is someone who has power, but he manifests, you know, he uses his power and his abilities to manifest the life that he wants, you know. He connects the heavens with the earth. So there is a form of power also here, but he's much more, you know, the Magician has this dreamy aura around him. So it is kind of like, again, if you connect with your inner wisdom, and even if it looks like you're making a very spiritual or you're taking a path that is very spiritual to make a decision that might affect you and your team in a very mundane way, you know, it doesn't really matter. You have the power. I think this is why the reading is so convoluted, because it's connected both things. Okay, it's connecting the everyday life, the very mundane life, and the higher realms, the spirituality, the inner wisdom. All of those things are very ethereal and that you can't really grasp, you know. So you have in the help position, like I said, the Magician, who is the card of the manifester, the card of the person who manifests, okay, the card of the master of taking his knowledge and put it to work, okay. And next to it, it came up the Hermit, and the Hermit is again, another rather ethereal card, because this is someone who connects with his inner wisdom. This is someone who is, is like the wise man. The hermit is someone who isolates himself to take this light here into his darker, darker aspects of his soul, to really know himself and to connect and accept even those darker parts. So, you know, again, with this thing of knowledge, that knowledge is power, and this is a month where you have to put all of your knowledge into work and really exercise your power, Aquarius, even if you have been avoiding it. And as the final card, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is someone, even though it's related to the earth signs, I really think this is your attitude. I think you're going to really embrace the type of authority the Queen of Pentacles has, because it is a great mix of this emotional, intuitive world and the more mundane world. So you're going to really embrace this project from all your maternal side, that it's also, the mother is also a figure of authority in our lives, aside from also being maternal, perhaps not as harsh as the emperor, of course, but from that place of power and of love. At the same time, you're going to nourish this project, and you're really going to put yourself as the leader of this, and you're really going to pick up, sort of like you're picking up everything and you're swinging it over your shoulder and saying, okay, I got this. I can make this happen. I can get this to the end line. So, there's not much I can say. I think I've said it all. This is a month for you to really embrace your inner power, especially if you have been avoiding it. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. Take care, Aquarius. I'll see you next month.